All right, welcome to my channel. So the first thing that you need to know before you start watching my videos is the purpose of this channel is for education and entertainment, mostly education with some entertainment, and mostly for my students. Really, it's an opportunity for me to showcase my algorithm and for my students to see it working and me to be able to talk about the trades and why I'm taking the trades and things like that. This is not a channel where I'll be showing you that I'm making millions of dollars. So family rules, you won't be seeing that. Some traders out there want to put their stuff out. I don't even know why they do that. Like on social media in a public sphere, hey, look at me, I made 20,000 today, 50,000 today, all that stuff. That will not happen on this channel. The most you'll see me making here is anywhere from $50 to $1,000 in a day would be the most once we get to that level of scaling. And then I'll reset and we'll be looking at $50 and we'll be scaling back to, a thousand a day or so. And we'll just keep resetting that scaling. But family rules will not be showing you on this my social media that I'm making tons of money. Second thing is I'm trading with Thinkorswim. That's my platform that you see here on the screen. So you got my two windows on futures trading. Same thing, it'll be Thinkorswim. So you'll see that I trade futures and the equities market with these videos. I trade based off of my algorithm, the simple switch algorithm, and it's got different settings. Same algo, but different settings for futures market, for equities market, and different types of trading. It's got different settings for it. So I'll be trading off of that. Links below if you're interested in learning more about the algo. All the education over there is free, as well as the trading log that you'll see. You can get the link below, which will give you that log, so you can go over there and explore all that stuff. So when you're looking at my screen, okay, now when you're looking at my screen, you'll see these the chart markups, and you'll see yellow. Wherever I put yellow is an entry. So when it's yellow like this, it's the algo ideal entry. And then you may see a yellow like this, and that is where I actually got in, and it'll be touching the candle that I got in on. And then the location. Red are my stops, green are my targets. And then if you want to learn how the algo works so you can better understand what I'm doing when I'm doing my trades, over at the link below, you can go over there and learn all about the algo. It's completely free for that whole education. It's free to learn about my trading plan, my strategy, everything that I teach about trading is free over there. Only thing that costs money is if you decided to buy the algo, then that would cost money. But you can apply a lot of the stuff that I teach over there, including my strategy and trading plan, to your own strategies and help maybe improve your game. So all that is definitely free. I don't charge for any of that education. Only the algo if that's something you decided to add to your list. So then sometimes you'll see on here me doing experiments, which I'm going to try to do another one later on this year when I get a little more time. But I love to do trading experiments. We blow up accounts, but we do it in the purpose of education, showing you that certain trading techniques or strategies sometimes just don't work. And we play with some different concepts and blow up accounts, real accounts, small accounts, but still real accounts. And you'll also see some small accounts as well, like when we do offshore brokers and things like that. So, and then of course, educational videos I'll be putting out as well. So there's a lot of different content here. So if you can give me the like, hit that like button, that would help me a lot with the YouTube. And if you subscribe and hit that bell icon, you can be notified whenever I upload new content. And the last thing, but probably the most important thing, is trading is very risky. Do not place a trade based on what you see here or whatever I say. I'm not telling you what to do. If it sounds like I'm telling you what to do, it's me just thinking out loud. And most traders will lose all of their money. I am strictly speculating. I do not have a crystal ball. So, I'm not a financial advisor or anything like that. So please do not take financial advice from me. This is strictly to talk about how I trade, to teach about how I do things, and for your entertainment. All right, so now the legal stuff is out of the way. Let's get into today's trades. All right, good morning, everybody. It is June 24th, Thursday. So we just jumped into CVS here. We had our switch to the downside, and we are now short 800 shares. I was late to the party this morning. I logged in, and Thinkorswim set me up with the default. I was like, oh, no, and I had to search my saved platforms so I can reload everything. All right, so I jumped into CVS quickly. Didn't really get a chance to really calculate the share size. We are risking a little bit here because Tower Candle. But the biggest thing is I wanted the risk reward 500 on this. And looks like we're just going to have to settle for a few hundred. Okay, I'm going to move my stop to break even now, or I'm going to put my stop at break even, I should say, on CVS. Buy. We're made it most of the way to the target. It's a pretty big sell-off here. All right, so the target is, what is this price? 82.86 is what we're looking for. Trying to get that on the ask, preferably. 82.85 right here, so we're there. So I'm going to go ahead and move my stop now. Or I was going to move my stop. Come on, back down you go. All right, we'll wait until it drops below and put it back in. I got bounced because I tried to put it between the spread. Okay. All right, so now we got our target in at 86. So it'll be a nice little winner. Not the, okay, there we go. So $188. So I wanted to risk reward 500 because that was what we lost on last week, making this a super premium, which is like a 98% success rate. So it's time to go big. And because I wasn't prepared this morning, I wasn't able to take advantage of that. But we still got $188 to start today, so pretty sweet. And I'll be looking for the next trade. All right, so we got QCOM switching here. So we're going to measure it up. QCOM, we just trade on the switch or the switch back. We're going to trade on the switch. 137.53, 137.15. So about 35 cents. So I'm going to go over to the log. Put in 35 cents we got right here. I'm going to risk 200 on QCOM today because it's super premium. Actually 300, super premium. We're in the $150 risk reward range. I'm doubling it. 35 cents, 857 shares. Let's put it on QCOM's line, 0.35. QCOM right now is costing around 130. We're going to say 138. We're going to go above. Can definitely afford QCOM, no problem. 1,200 shares. We're looking at 857 shares. So we can definitely afford that. So let's go back over here. 800, what do we say? 857. Just going to go 850. Okay, 850 shares queued up in QCOM. So in about a couple minutes, this candle will close and we'll jump in. We always get in on the close of the candles. Never in the middle of the candle. We always get in on the close. And then we'll short this and we'll see. Maybe we get a full retracement of this tower candle and we make some good money. Or maybe this is a bull flag and it breaks out. We speed bump it and we make some money. Either way, hopefully we make some money. Okay, so QCOM, we got about 5 seconds left here. And then we're going to jump in short on QCOM. So we got 3, 2, 1. All right, so we're short QCOM. We'll see what happens here. Are we going to make our money on the short? Or are we going to have to speed bump it and make a couple bucks? Nice thing about this trade is it's inside this tower candle. So there's a really high probability we're going to have a nice winner here. And you can see the SPY here selling off a little bit on the 30-minute candles. So, and again, like I always said, QCOM likes to follow the SPY. So we'll see if it does that today. And it doesn't always follow it, but it definitely likes it most of the time. Okay, we're going to switch over to JD on the 5-minute. All right, so JD, we trade on the switch back. So we're getting a switch back right now. So 73.28, 73.47, so roughly 20 cents. Put that over in the calculator. All right, we're really heavy on QCOM right now, so I can only afford 700 shares when I really need 1,500 if I'm going to go big on JD. But right now we're at $150 risk reward, so 700 gets me in that zone. So we're still pretty good on track for the scaling ladder. Okay, we got about 20 seconds left on JD, and you can see here where it closed yesterday, then it gapped up today, and then it came back down, filled the gap, and maybe it's looking for the rally higher now. We'll see if it's going to confirm this switch or not. I got 5 seconds left. If it confirms the switch, I'll buy. If it doesn't, we'll wait. And not confirming, so we'll go ahead and wait. Okay, I'm going to set QCOM up for a speed bump here. And it's doing it again. Why are you doing this, Thinkorswim? All right, let's see if it does it with 1,600. I definitely have the buying power, but it doesn't want to do this anymore. All right, so at least we'll speed bump and get some going, and then we'll get the rest going afterwards. All right, so we're back in to QCOM, speed bumped with only 100 shares. Why? What happened here? 700. All right, we'll take the rest there. Now we got our 850 shares. Back into QCOM, speed bump, mark it up, and better not be in consolidation, man. All right, so this is a perfect lesson here with JD. So you can see this solid resistance right here. JD's getting ready to switch again. I will not enter this switch back. This candle doesn't break this level on the switch. I won't do it because it might be switching, but this is a very strong resistance area here. Now, of course, the more it hits it, the more likely it is to break through, but it kind of broke above that. So what I'll do is I'll put my my entry just above this candle. We'll get in a little bit late by my buying power. All right, so we're in JD now because we're breaking about above that resistance area. Really light on the share size, 300 shares, but all good. At least we're in the trade. And JD likes to deliver a 2R move, so the risk reward on JD is still really good because chances are it will definitely be more than 1R. I'm over here, same thing, major resistance right here, right? But the more it bangs on that door, the more likely it is to open. So we'll see if QCOM can get up and get going. MES and SPY is on the move in the upward direction. So hopefully QCOM, come on, man, catch up. SPY's leaving without you. Let's go. Get it, get it, get it. All right, so JD's about to get through the target. Man, I wish I could have full size on JD. Look, I'm going to get 40 bucks instead of like 500. That's what happens, you know, the buying power. It's part of your risk management strategy. I'm failing there a little bit. I got a little more in my portfolio than I can afford. I'm going to have to actually adjust my scaling ladder a little bit to make sure I can afford to buy the stuff that's in my portfolio. So something we're going to have to look at here in the next couple of days, and I'll bring that to you, that adjustment, show you why I'm adjusting it and how it's affecting everything and all that stuff. Maybe you can learn a little bit from that. So here we are with JD. We almost hit the target, so we're going to go to break even plus a couple bucks now. Right there, looking at the spread. Yeah, we might be getting out with JD with like $1 profit here. Let's see what happens. That's the rules. 90% of the way. Break even plus a couple bucks. Actually, not off of where I got in, off of the ALGO. Not where I got in. The ALGO entry is 47, so basically 48, 40. So there we go. So break even plus a couple bucks based on the ALGO's entry, not my entry. All right, so we're getting through the target, and we're approaching high of day, so I should expect some resistance popping up here shortly. But our entry was what, 73.50. Just gonna put that in the log real quick. 73.51, really. 73.51. So yeah, so we're basically getting our 1-to-1 right now. Let's see if we can get to 73.70, 73.73 on the bid, and I'll move my stop up. Okay, here we go on JD. Let's go JD. So as I'm moving this up and down, you can see on the little ladder on the right side, you can see that highlighted area showing me where it is going to be placed if I let go of the mouse button. And so you can kind of see how that's playing out. So I'm going to go ahead and drop this right there. So we got at least a target now, our 1-to-1 target, which really is a little bit off because we got a little bit late. But we're going to let this run to high of day, and then we'll move our stop up some more. Lock in a little more profit here. So 75 would be nice, and we get 75 bucks roughly. So if we can get this a little higher, we can lock in 75. All right, I'm going to lock in 75 now, and then I'll wait for it to get through 2R. Yeah, if I could have got full size on JD, this would have been a really sweet trade. All right, so there we are, $72. We'll take it. That is awesome. It's way better than 20 or 30 bucks. Better than $0. So JD winner, come on QCOM. Let's go speed bump. right here. Give me green, so I can get out, and then I'll be pretty much done for the day, I think. I got Nug. Yeah, Nug might set up. And APPS is pretty much far gone. So Nug will be our only other trade today. We hopefully can get QCOM moving. All right, I'm going to step out for a few minutes. So I'm going to change my order. So right now we have 850 shares. 850. It's a good thing I saw that. Look, I didn't even have enough in there for my stop. I would have thought I was out, and this thing would have kept going down. I would have been losing all my money. All right, so we're out there, 850 there. I'm going to go ahead and put an OCO order in. I am long, so I'm selling to get out. Okay, I'm going to put this just above this target here. And just below here. And if we get out, stopped out on this trade will be over. We'll take a big loss on it, and moving on is what will happen. Look, see, JD likes to give these 2 R's. Little red candle before a whole bunch more green. But I'm not getting back in. My trade is over. This is for somebody else to make money. All right, so I got my OCO order in. I'm going to step out. I'll be back in a little bit, see what happens with this trade. All right, so here we are back with QCOM. So I'm just going to move this up to here since I'm going to be here watching this. Going to extend my line out a little bit. All right, we're $91 away from break even. That's awesome. And then I'll just move this stop up here from the bottom. If we get a good spike, I'll just get out there and be happy. But yeah, I could get out right now and have a green day. Speed bumped. We're take a little loss on the trade on the ticker overall, but still a nice green day. If I jump out right now, almost hit this target. That's not a good rejection. And the SPY is selling off pretty hard right now. What to do? Well, I can tell you this. We already hit this target, and so I'm gonna move this up to green plus a little bit. Not green per se, but above this ALGO mark. And that's it. We get stopped out here. We'll just take the red. Man, that's too bad because I totally could have got out here $91 down. JD almost paid for that, and we could have had a nice green day. But we might have a red day now. We'll see what happens. All right, so here we are. So now QCOM is giving me another chance to get out, lock up a green day. Do I stay in and wait for a green trade? So that's a tough choice. So typically, the way I trade QCOM is a little different than the rest of the tickers. I trade the switch or the switchback, and if it's a losing trade, I speed bump it until I'm green. That's the way it's been vetted. That's the way it's been proven. That's the way it's been traded. And green doesn't necessarily mean green over here. It means that it's gone through this next target level. Depending on my entry, share size, slippage, all that stuff, maybe it's not green, but at least hits the target, and then whatever it is. So now it's hitting that target. So $65 is pretty much where I need to be at. So I'm going to go ahead and take this stop that's here and start moving it up. I need to move it up to 88. It looks like, what's this target? 92. So we're looking for 92, which I believe it got. I should have been faster, but we're okay, I think. So even if we miss it by a few pennies, whatever, all good. So the goal with this is to reduce the loser, not necessarily to make it a big winner. It's definitely to reduce the loser. We're $14 away, which is nice. I'm going to go ahead and put my thing at 90. Oh. All right, so we're going to cancel this to make sure we don't screw that up. Come on, give me another push. Give me. Give me another push. I want to put my stop in at 9. It's 92 really is where I want it to be, but that's got to be on the bid because I'm long in the position, so I'll get out over here on the bid. See if it's going to give it to us. This candle closes in about 30 seconds. So it could be good. I mean, if it closes close, the next candle could really boost through. Or it could throw a big tail and, it could be game over. Who knows? But right now I'm good. I'm good to get out with that 92, the target. And, if that's a $10 loss, it's a $10 loss. Still green on the day. But if I don't get out, it could be red on the day. All right, here we go. Pushing back up, pushing back up. Come on, come on. All right, 92. I just need to get past that so I can put the stop in right there. And then if it backs up, I can put it in. I should just put it at 90, though, and not be greedy here. All right, so we're getting some resistance here. It's having a little struggle. I'm going to go ahead and just is what it is. We end up with a losing trade. We end up with a losing trade. I'll put my stop in below this candle. It's either going to go through. I mean, it might back up and get me out for a loss and then go through, but whatever. Better than to take a $65 loss or $80 loss than a $500 loss. All right, we're pushing back through. Come on. Yeah, I'd like to hit this target. I'd like to get this target right here. 92 is what I would like. You know, it's 10 cents. So it's a big difference percentage-wise for this move. That's pretty huge. So it'd be nice to capitalize that full 10 cents. I could have over here, and I was talking and missed it. See, 94 was the high. Spread's only a penny. I had an opportunity to do it, and I would have got out with like a $10 loss in this trade, maybe a $20 loss. All right. So we get out with a $116 loss is what it is. Yes, this may continue higher, but I don't know that for sure. It hit the target. I do have a high probability of that. I try to, my biggest flaw on the channel is trying to talk before I trade. So it doesn't look like I'm giving you afterthoughts. So unfortunately, that cost me a little bit, but is what it is. All right, everybody. So I think that's going to do it. Let's look at NUG. Yeah, NUG is now so far away. APPS so far away. All right, I'm going to show you what's up, and then with the portfolio for the day, then we'll check out the log, and we'll come back and see where QCOM ended up. Yeah, that's how it's going to go. All right, we'll leave some money on the table. Okay, so let's take a look at the portfolio. I trade the same tickers every day, so you can see and follow along and see how everything goes. Usually I trade till about 12:30, but if nothing's anywhere near setting up, like NUG right here, right? We got a bunch of switches, but no permission, and I can only trade to the long side. And yeah, we're way far away. This would have to cross over, be all the way up here. This would have to be down below this line for a switch. Not going to happen. This will cross before this will do it right now, unless this consolidates for the next couple hours, which I won't be here to trade anyway. So NUG, no trade, zeros. CVS. So CVS, we did have a trade. So right here we trade this on the switch back and also on the simple switch day trading strategy. I only traded it on the switch, simple switch strategy today. I usually trade whatever comes up first. I don't often trade both, although I probably should. I'll show you what would have happened here. So we would have traded on the switch back. We would have entered here on the close of this candle, made our money. Could have got double the money on CVS today, but I didn't do it, and that's why we only got 188. So there's CVS. Basically, you can see here green to red, indicating a short. Permission down here. Huge tower candle. I would normally shy away from this because chances are it's going to retrace like it has now, at least half or almost all. But I took it anyway because it was a super premium trade, so the probability of success was huge. Super premium meaning it just gave me a loser, and it doesn't typically give me 2 losers in a row. Some of them do give me 2 losers in a row, so it won't be a super premium until the second loser in a row, and then it becomes a super premium. Anything where I'm going to get over 90% success on it, I consider it a super premium after a loss. So I ended up taking the trade anyway. I did not get the share size I wanted. I really wanted to, because I was late to the party this morning, I really wanted to risk 500 on this because that's what we lost on it last week. Unfortunately, I was late to the party, so I just threw in a share size and captured 188 bucks. But still 180 bucks, that's more than the 150 risk reward that we had, for each line. So it helps me get back there faster, I guess. All right, so next trade. Okay, here's APPS. So APPS, we trade this on the simple switch strategy, so I need a switch and permission. We have our switch. We do not have permission. Sometimes I'll trade it on the switch back, but mostly I just trade it on that. It depends on what's happening. Like if it's a clear, downtrend, it's going, and then it kind of bumps up a little and then switches back and breaks that little level. Then I'll and the algo confirms. Then I'll jump in for a switch back. But right now I just trade it mostly on the simple switch day trading strategy. No permission, no trade. JD, here we are with JD. See, it likes to give 2 R's, I told you. But I don't, it doesn't always do that. Like when you run the numbers, so you got to look when you're doing your trading and you're tracking all your trades, and also when you back test, you got to run all the numbers and see what makes you the most money at the end of the year. Does waiting for a 2R trade or stop out make me the most money in JD? Or does taking my 1R, letting it break through, putting my stop in, and sometimes I get lucky and it runs, does that make me the most money? Which way makes me the most money? at the end of the year when I've got hundreds of trades, or 100 trades on the books. Which way is the best? So sometimes it looks like, oh, waiting for a 2 or 3R move makes the most sense, or maybe, only taking the 85% probability setup makes the most sense. It sounds like that, but at the end of the year, how am I making the most money doing that? So with JD, I know this has to hit 2R, but I still find myself making more money by making sure I lock in at least 1R. Okay, and then we got QCOM. So QCOM right here, right, makes me want to get back in. I got out here, see this, I'm like, oh, I want to get back in. I want a green trade. But then look, this could be a game over right now. I don't know. I know it's going to hit these levels. The probability is pretty high it's going to hit these levels. Maybe it won't hit them, but the probability is high. And so it hit the level, and that's all I can ask for. After that, I don't know what's going to happen. So anyway, so Q comes on. It looks like it might be pulling back, might be going up. Who knows? But I'm out. $116 loss. Too bad. I wish it was a $14 loss. But again, I like to talk before I get in. It was right here. Talk before I get out. So is what it is. We'll take that. Let's see what that did to us in the log. Okay, so here we are in the day trading log for today. So right down here, we had our CVS trade, 184. And man, it should have been a $500 winner. And then we had our QCOM loser, right? 357 because I super premium went big on it. And then speed bump kind of blew that opportunity to be almost break even, if not break even, blew it a little bit. So we'll end up red overall on QCOM. And JD, I didn't have the buying power to get my full position size. I really wanted to risk 500 on JD. But, when you don't have the right trading plan in place for the cost of your tickers, you can't buy the right share size when all of them are hitting at the same time. And then that kind of is a big fail because now JD is a winner today, a big winner, and I took $72. So tomorrow, well, I won't be here tomorrow, but next week, which I probably won't even trade next week till Friday. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to trade next week or not, traders. Maybe I'll get some futures trades in, but I don't think I'm going to be able to day trade next week. I got some business stuff happening. But the next time I trade, when I trade JD, it might be a loser. And if I risk 300 on it or 150 or whatever it is, this winner didn't pay for the loser because I couldn't do proper share size because my trading plan doesn't support the cost of these tickers. It used to, but these tickers have gotten a lot more expensive, and now my trading plan doesn't really support it anymore. So I need to go back, which I'll try to do a video next week, revamping the trade plan to get back in line with what my tickers are allowing me to do, because this is a losing strategy right now. I had a winning strategy before this, but now that these tickers are so expensive, I'm now in a losing strategy because now I have to get lucky that I can buy each one of these individually and get the right position sizing. And when they all hit at the same time, I can't get the right position sizing. So then I have to get lucky because my losers are going to be bigger than my winners. So I have to revamp that. So next week, we're going to show you how we do that. So that's why we have a log, and that's why we track everything. So it makes it really easy next week to go back in, hit a couple buttons, be right back on track with a winning strategy, and keep moving forward. So anyway, so that's where we're at, 145 on the day. Looks like a great day, but it's a little bit of a bummer because the reality of looking at this is setting in that I can't win with this strategy if all my tickers are going to keep hitting around the same time. So let's go over to the dashboard. So right here, so not bad. At least we recovered our losing day here on Tuesday. We recovered our losing day on Thursday. It's a nice green month, $2,800 so far. I'm not trading tomorrow, and I can't trade the next week. So it looks like, man, I really hope I can get a day in. Maybe I get lucky and I get a trade day in. What day would I be able to trade? Probably Wednesday I might be able to trade. There's a possibility I might trade Wednesday morning. I really want this to be a $3,000 month, but I'm not going to look for $3,000 P&L-wise if I trade Wednesday. I'm just going to do the normal thing, and whatever this ends up being is what ends up being. Man, too bad. We're just $140 off here. All right. Missing that goal. All right, so scaling ladder. 1, 2, 3, 4 bars away now. We're slowly getting back there. This barrier right here. But this is going to change. I have to change this, or this is not going to work because these tickers have gotten too expensive. So we're going to, next week, look for the video revamping the trade plan. All right, everybody. See you next week.